I get it that for the Democrats, this was a brutal loss. But the plan to deal with it has to be something better than stay in a snit and take advantage of this magical time of year to cut people off. The Huffington Post has articles like, "My husband voted for Trump, so I'm canceling Thanksgiving and Christmas." Oh, gee, not having to buy you a present. That'll teach him.
With the holidays fast approaching, seasonal celebrations once again find themselves caught in ongoing cultural and political debates. From constant partisan disputes to the tendency to politicize nearly everything, the spirit of a season often gets overshadowed before it even begins. That's where Bill Maher steps in, using his trademark wit and sharp commentary to offer a pointed yet humorous critique of how modern discourse has crept into traditional festivities. His take is both entertaining and thought-provoking, giving viewers plenty to consider about the intersection of culture, politics, and common sense as we dive into the discussion.
Can we please not let politics up the holidays? Anybody with me on this? I mean, half the country is moping, half can't stop gloating. Enough! It's f***ing Christmas and you will act like it. 'Tis the season and all that. I don't want to read any more articles like the one about the Trump-loving county sheriff in Ohio who posted on Facebook before the election, "If you support the Democratic Party, I will not help you." Well, thank you for your service, worst responder.
Christmas is a season of joy, warmth, and genuine celebration, a rare pause in the year that gives us time to appreciate the people who matter most. It's about family and friends, shared meals, thoughtful gifts, and even laughing off the little mishaps we all know too well. It's one of the few moments when we collectively step back from politics and endless debates, choosing gratitude, kindness, and togetherness instead. While there are always a few voices eager to pull controversy into a holiday meant for peace, Christmas remains bigger than any division. At its core, it's a reminder that unity and goodwill can still rise above the noise.
No wonder the side of your patrol car says to protect and swerve. Hey, it's your job to help people, all people, not just the ones you agree with. And I would say the same to the FEMA supervisor in Florida who told the rank-and-file relief workers after Hurricane Milton to avoid helping homes with Trump signs on their lawns. This has got to stop on both sides.
What often gets lost amid constant online arguments and political noise is a simple truth. Beneath the labels and affiliations, we're all people first. Strip away the party slogans, social media battles, and cable news talking points, and what remains are individuals trying to live decent lives, support their families, and enjoy a little peace. Bill Maher highlights this disconnect by calling out the troubling idea that compassion should depend on political agreement. Helping others shouldn't be conditional on who someone voted for or what they believe. When empathy requires ideological alignment, community breaks down, and that division poses a far greater threat to unity than any political trend ever could.
This is America. I want to be judged by the content of my character, not what's on my lawn. There's a great article that came out in the Free Press this year by someone who learned this firsthand. It's called "Whatever Happens, Love Thy Neighbor." And it tells of how a married couple, who are exactly the portrait of a liberal white couple living in Park Slope, Brooklyn, that you would expect, wind up moving upstate and then are surrounded by Trumpers, and they're petrified. But then, when they get stuck in the snow, the Trump guy down the street doesn't hesitate to help dig the liberals out. The author, Larissa Phillips, says she slowly came to reject the political prejudice so common among my tribe.
Prejudice and political bias exist on both sides of the aisle. There's no denying that. But lately, it often feels more performative and publicly dramatic on the left. Stories circulate about relationships collapsing over ideological disagreements, where political purity tests outweigh compatibility, character, or basic decency. Whether it's refusing to date someone over a pass vote or treating political views as a deal breaker before real connection even begins, the trend reflects how deeply politics has seeped into personal life. Republicans aren't immune to this behavior, but the growing insistence that love and relationships require full political alignment suggests something has gone off track. When ideology becomes a prerequisite for human connection, it's a sign that perspective and balance may have been lost.
It's hard to care where someone stands on politics when they race to your house to save a dying lamb, when their wife helps search for your runaway dogs, and that she personally has been stunned by the depth of my neighbor's generosity. It's almost like there are fine people on both sides. And that human beings are complicated. If we're going to remain a viable society, there must be some things that transcend politics, like disaster relief and law enforcement and helping neighbors. And Christmas!
Maher is absolutely right. We don't have to be at odds over everything. Treating every disagreement like a national crisis only risks tearing society apart faster than a fragile holiday cookie. What truly holds us together is our shared humanity. We can debate policies, candidates, or the latest headline without letting minor differences fracture our connections. Not every conversation needs to turn into a political battle. Sometimes a neighbor is just a neighbor, not an opponent. While we'll never agree on everything, and that's part of life in America, disagreement shouldn't mean cutting people off entirely. A healthy society thrives on differences, not total division.
I get it that for the Democrats, this was a brutal loss, but the plan to deal with it has to be something better than stay in a snit and take advantage of this magical time of year to cut people off. The Huffington Post has articles like, "My husband voted for Trump, so I'm canceling Thanksgiving and Christmas." Oh, gee, not having to buy you a present, that'll teach him. But family isn't like gender. You can't fix it by cutting off members.
It's almost comical how far some people go to cut off friends and family over political differences. There have been stories of individuals sending letters warning relatives how to vote, then dramatically ending relationships when their advice wasn't followed. One woman even canceled Christmas entirely because her husband voted differently. Scrapping food, gifts, and traditions over a ballot box disagreement shows just how absurd this trend has become. Voting differently isn't a betrayal of humanity, and if every disagreement leads to exile, soon people might only have their houseplants left for company, and even they are probably over the drama.
The chief psychiatric resident at Yale University, Amanda Calhoun, recently told Joy Reid it's okay to cut off family members if they voted for Trump and tell them, "I'm not going to be around you this holiday." Oh, how pure. It's like not letting certain people sit with you on the bus. She also said that it shouldn't be automatic that family members think they're entitled to your time. She said that's just a societal norm. Family. Who do they think they are? Family?
It's one thing when ordinary people cut off family members over a political difference, probably in the heat of the moment or after too much holiday wine. But it's another when professionals, including psychiatrists trained to keep us grounded, start openly endorsing the same behavior. When those meant to calm tensions hand out permission slips for political excommunication, you know things have gone off the rails. Yet, that's exactly what's happening as America seems to split into two camps, with some professionals almost cheering the divide. If the people who should know better are fanning the flames, it's no wonder the country feels like one giant dysfunctional group chat teetering on the edge.
Think about that. A mental health professional advising people to isolate during the holidays. And don't forget to drink too much and put on weight. And this Thanksgiving, before the big meal, remember to take turns saying what you're hateful about. You know who I really wouldn't want to have Thanksgiving dinner with? This overly educated, i.e. extremely stupid, ivory tower academic. But I would, because if we ever want this nation to heal, this is what we have to do. Force ourselves to reach out and find out why someone feels the way they do and make the choices they make without prejudging them a monster. And they must do the same for you.
I completely agree with Maher. It's long past time we took a step back, breathe, and actually talk through our differences, even exploring why we vote the way we do. Political conversations become far calmer when no one is yelling, rolling their eyes, or threatening to walk out. The media isn't helping either, often turning every story into a dramatic spectacle no one asked for. What we need are balanced facts, not narratives designed to provoke outrage. If the news focus on reality instead of inflaming passions, we might save ourselves a few headaches and some painfully awkward family gatherings. At this point, even a little honesty from the media would feel like a true holiday miracle.
The out of my house. I can't look at you. Off. And while you're at it, go have your baby in the barn. I mean, can we have a little perspective? At the first Thanksgiving, the Indians somehow found it within themselves to sit down with the Pilgrims who were there to steal their land and slaughter them. And you're telling me you can't suck it up and watch the Fiesta Bowl with Uncle Cletus?
Sitting across from someone whose political views frustrate, you can feel like trying to assemble furniture without instructions, awkward, confusing, and full of moments where you question your life choices. But it's still worth the effort. Healing the divisions of recent years starts with honest conversations and truly listening, even when we disagree. That doesn't mean adopting each other's views, but recognizing that differences are part of our national DNA. If we can accommodate perspectives without turning every discussion into a battlefield, we can move towards something healthier and more united. The holiday season reminds us that shared humanity matters far more than political divides. From family disputes over votes to friends ghosting each other, the divisions have become absurd, even comical. Maher's point is clear. America can't survive if every disagreement becomes a reason to cut someone off. Healing starts with patience, empathy, and seeing people as humans first, not just party labels. If we can laugh a little, listen a lot, and hold on to compassion, we can restore the bonds that truly matter, our families, communities, and the very fabric of the nation. It's time to choose unity over division.